What's up, YouTubers and day traders? This is your boy Will, and I'm back with another episode. When there's a will, there's a way, guys. The market just hit an all-time high, and it is a peekaboo high. Technically, what that means is you hit a high, but then the price action reverses, giving you that red candle. It wasn't really strong because we saw some buyers step back in towards the second part of the day. However, with the government shutdown looming, and we got numbers that we're supposed to get tomorrow. But however, the government shut down, so I don't know how that's all going to work out with them reporting the numbers or and not. So we will see. But we are really extended. So I could see another pullback coming in the next few days, maybe next week. But we don't want to front run it. We don't want to get crazy. We're going to jump into the charts. If you guys are going on YouTube and constantly just finding new people, writing down their ideas and just buying it willy-nilly, that is not your approach to the market. Because I'm actually going to show you how I look at the charts, how I pick apart my plays when I get in, when I get out, so that you are better equipped with the tools to honestly crush any market environment you get put in. And when you hear a stock, you just look at the chart and you automatically know what your game plan is, right? So without further ado, let's get into the charts. All right, let's start off with our first one, always going to be the SPY. Like I said, basically we made a new high and it is red, right? New high, sell off. We'll see. Volume was low, which could indicate some selling happening, some basically there was selling, but it wasn't heavy, right? So a little bit was taken out, which was good. I did also say yesterday though that since this candle originated from the moving average, we would have follow through. Bingo, we had follow through. Not a crazy prediction. We were already at highs, but basically a pretty big solid follow through. When we get these peekaboo highs, you can kind of see. Let's see. You can see definitely with this peekaboo high, we made a new high, then we followed through with some downside. Let's see if we made a new high after this candle. The high was 67.29. Yep, and then we had another candle where we also had a peekaboo high. Basically, we made another high, candle turned red. We had follow through for another red candle. So, um, and here too, peekaboo high, made a new high. And then the next day the price action dropped, right? So here though, as you can see though, out of the one out of the rest did the opposite, where you had a peekaboo high and then you had this huge gap up, right? So that was the only case scenario where the peekaboo high did not continue to play out how it should play out. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into some plays that hit. Guys, I was mentioning Coinbase earlier. I was mentioning it right here, guys. This is perfect. This is picture perfect. Doesn't get any prettier than this, guys. Red candle at support, green candle buying it up, and then you could have bought this day. This day would have been a gamble. This day you would have had more. You would have had more to stand on if you would have bought at the close of this day. Way more to stand on. Here, you're kind of front running the play, but nonetheless, you get this great position here that just led to a skyrocket, right? And what I really liked also about it too is over here on the weekly chart, you can basically see this moving average coming up here, and it's just hugging this the entire time. And now we've got this clear shoot up. I did finish my last of my position was out here. That's just a great push, great candle. I wanted to consolidate around here, around the 360 mark, and I will take another shot at it. But as of right now, yeah, great play for Coinbase, guys. Same with IBIT. I was bringing up IBIT also when we broke this moving average. Very risky because you don't get that green candle afterwards. This is another day you could have bought, and you would have missed a lot of this gap right here, this run, but it was still very, very solid. And but I was a buyer in here because we had just broken a key moving average and it's IBIT. It's like there's going to be funding. And as you can see, we hadn't done that all year long, right? I mean, we got close. I mean, we were under it here in April, obviously, under that big moving average. But then we got close to the moving average that really mattered down here, and it was just a rocket from there. So we did. I don't know. We will obviously eventually return to it, but that's probably not in the cards until like actual crypto winter. I don't think we see crypto winter yet, honestly. I think a lot of people are saying crypto winter had started, but I don't think so. I think we're about to really this October and November, I think cryptocurrency will go crazy. So we'll see. This is a great candle right off of this moving average, just straight up into the highs. So I did sell my position here though, because it's just this move right here is a solid move, guys. You can't ask for anything more than that. When you're a swing trader, day trader, whatever it is, that's just a solid move. So I'm gonna hopefully I don't miss the boat here. Hopefully it pulls back maybe to 66, maybe low 68 or whatever the highs are right here. Let's see what that is. What was this? 67. So hopefully we get a 66, 67 type of move. It comes back, maybe it gaps down 2%. I'll buy. And hopefully we get, blow off top here of this and we just 70 and higher and above and we just keep going. That would be nice for IBIT. Another one guys, I mean, they all hit. They all hit. And it's good to see. It's great to see. It's awesome. It's amazing. I mentioned sound here, and I mentioned it here when we finally got the green taking over red, key moving average, and then boom, we got that explosion right up to the top. Right here, I sold half of my position because I think it was like 11% up on the day or something, 11, 14%. So that's a from here to here again, take off half. So I got the rest looming up here. I'm hoping we can get 19 on the rest of my position, and we'll see how that goes. I like sound. Another one that's doing basically the same thing was BBAI, right? And I just had mentioned it yesterday too already. That we had this was perfect right here. This was basically green taking out red, and then what did we get? We got a follow through candle. So I didn't trim anything here yet. I wanted it to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm hoping 7.5 or $8, and then I'll get rid of this one. But perfect pullback from here. Perfect pullback, guys. Absolutely perfect. So I'm waiting on that. I still have the full position in BBAI. Another one that I really liked is SMR. SMR finally showed some strength, and I almost was a seller. I almost sold my position there because it just had finally broken that trend line. As you can see, we just hugged it, bounce, hug, bounce. See, and then when we came what really scared me was when we had this rejection basically of this strong candle with volume and we basically just had a nasty pull down. I was kind of like, maybe this is over. So I held through this day. I didn't make a decision. Then I saw this green candle come in, which gave me a little bit of gave me a little bit of like we're gonna be okay. I didn't like that it didn't reclaim the moving averages, but guess what today did? Today did originated from this moving average, basically originated from it, and now it's shot up. So this is a great time to get in. For me, I'm gonna probably be trying to get as many pullbacks as I can in this, especially like but it has to respect that 38.41. I want it to respect this eight moving average. I definitely wanted to respect that. But I feel like this is definitely ready to move. And as you can see on the weekly chart, nasty pull down into this moving average. But this moving average just held every single week. Last week it went down under it, but it but it closed above it. Why? Because it's strong. This week we actually broke under it, but now by Thursday we've actually recovered all of it due to the last 2 days, and we'll see what the end of this week has to bring. So I really like SMR. Another good one that could make some moves. Serve. I had released a video on it yesterday, but yeah, great move up. Cut that in half. We're at that half mark, but when you kind of stay in the middle portion of the move, you're probably just gonna get that V, right? If you stayed in the if it came up like this and it stayed in this zone and chopped around like this, what does that look like? That looks like a bull flag, right? But we don't have a bull flag here because basically it went to the middle portion of the move. So I just kind of see this being the overall move. So in this 14 area to 14.5, that's where I'll be taking profits for sure on this one. Uh, DBAI went over that, and another one that I want on people's radar is Pays. Pays hasn't really made that move yet, right? We can see that it's been at $8.88. We can see that this $7, just right above $7 is a crucial level. So that's right here, very doable in the next few days or weeks for pays, basically holding that moving average two on the weekly. And now all your moving averages have kind of started to compress. So I'm hoping we get that nice big expansion of the moving averages like we basically got right here. I'll show you this. This might be a little hard to see because my head might be in the way. Um, you can kind of see when those moving averages got compressed in here, boom, you get this big move, and then all your moving averages start spreading out. So I like what this is doing, and then we get this really big gap, right? We get a big gap, and then price has to come back down to the big daddy. So the fact that it held this area five really well, and now it's just trending up on the moving averages, great, great sign. I like pays. We'll see where that goes. And then NVTS, last one. This one already pushed up, but it did the same thing, guys. It's kind of all picture perfect, right? Hit this level, holding, 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 and now it shot up. So I did sell some NVTS today. I did sell. I'm waiting for my last portion up here. The weekly looks really good too, honestly. And I remember when I was saying the upper portion part, right? So as you can see, this was the move it made, right? That's the halfway mark. That's the upper third. It stayed in that upper third, which gave us another move kind of to the top here. But when it retraced, it kind of went back to the middle, like 40%, I guess, between 50 and 30, right? From the top, if we were to do that. Um, but overall, this still looks very good in a sense where the upper portion of the flag is a little extended. I want it more in like the first 30%. It would have been very nice to see it like this, right? That would have been better. But obviously, not everything always works out picture perfect. But what I do like on it is obviously the same thing, just holding this moving average, and now we got a strong candle popping up. So, and on volume too. And it's on volume too. So I can see a nice push up through to these key areas and even looking stronger and holding and not giving us these giant wicks that we have here, right? But I believe that is the company selling it, selling their own stock. I believe that was the headlines that I was reading because yeah, they came from a to being a $2 stock, all the way up to $9 in a month and a week. That's crazy. As a CEO, you got to make smart decisions like that, right? All right, guys, those were some of the plays that I mentioned in past videos that actually played out very well. Some more that I just gave you just now. I didn't have that much time to look at the market today, so I didn't really go around looking for fresh new plays. I will be doing that tomorrow and over the weekend. But guys, remember, I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say is just me looking at the charts. I'm just someone on YouTube, right? So if you're looking for professional help, go seek professional help. I am not a professional. I am not telling you to buy, sell, or hold anything. This is what I'm doing with my money. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.